So Deontay Wilder knocks the hell out of Dominic Breazeale in one round. My immediate reaction. Let's talk about it. Hey, this is Mike from EdgeNote 50 TV talking about boxing. Now, if you're watching this channel for the first time, you know what you need to do. Hit that subscribe button and that notification button because I'll be posting videos like this on the regular. So I'm going to give you my immediate reaction to the Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale. I just finished watching the fight. Well, let's face it, it didn't take too long, didn't it? What, a minute and 30 seconds, 2 minutes, if that? So I'm going to go into a little bit of detail of what happened in that fight, other than the obvious. Now, Dominic Breazeale, he started off okay. He went on the front foot and he was throwing the jab. The jab was very weak. It was a very weak jab, but it was on the front foot and he was throwing the jab and he was trying to assert his dominance by dominating the middle of the ring. So that was part of the good thing that was happening at the beginning of the ring, about 30 seconds in. Now, what changed the fight was the overhand right. As soon as Deontay Wilder threw the first overhand right, then Dominic Breazeale went backwards. Now, that overhand right that Deontay Wilder threw was a very weak overhand right. It was just like a throwaway punch. He thought, let me just throw it and see what happens. And Dominic Breazeale went back. As soon as I saw that, I knew Dominic Breazeale was going to be in trouble because if you're going back based on that overhand right, which wasn't even his strongest throw, then if he throws something really solid, he's going to get hurt. So anyways, that made him go backwards. So then after that, then it was Deontay Wilder that took control of the center of the ring. And one thing that you don't do, and Dominic Breazeale was aware of this, but like I said to you before my preview video, Dominic Breazeale is not good enough to do what needs to be done to defeat Deontay Wilder. So anyways, Deontay Wilder dominated the center of the ring and threw jabs, 1-2s. 1-2s, and that's all it took. And then he did a couple of 1-2s, and then he did another 1-2 and a straight right that shook Dominic Breazeale. And when and one of Deontay Wilder's very, very weak points is he saw blood. He saw that Dominic Breazeale was hurt, and then Dominic Breazeale went backwards. And then Wilder does what he normally does when he sees blood. He goes wild and he started throwing the windmills, and he started doing all of that. And he's trying to go for the kill. And then what Dominic Breazeale did, which probably what Wilder didn't expect, was he threw a couple of shots back. And he caught Wilder a few times on the back of the head. And that shook Wilder a little bit. And then that made Wilder go back. And he said, okay, I'm going to compose myself. And I'm not going to try to engage because I could get hurt. So he did the very professional thing and the veteran experienced thing to do. And he held on and he tried to get his composure back. So he got his composure back into that fight. And then the fight began. As soon as the fight began, then Dominic Breazeale was trying to assert the original game plan was to try to take the front foot and to be dominant again. However, as soon as he tried to make the movement to try to do that, then Deontay Wilder threw a straight left and then a quick right straight into the chinner right there, and it was murder she wrote. It was game over. You weren't doing no Tyson Fury. You weren't getting up from that. Not on time anyways. And that was basically what happened in the fight. Now, we have to give credit where credit's due. Well done to Deontay Wilder. He did what he had to do. He had to, he did what he was supposed to do. Everyone was expecting Deontay Wilder to win this fight. They probably didn't expect it to happen this quick. I said he was going to win in 6-7 rounds by knockout. I didn't expect it to be this quick. The reason why the knockout happened this quickly, I believe, is because that Dominic Breazeale went for it. He tried to engage early. He tried to put his authority early, and he tried to attack from the beginning. And that is why he got caught so many times. If Dominic Breazeale started cautiously and started defensive and kind of looked to defensively and tried to do a counter punch maybe a little bit at the beginning, then maybe the fight would have lasted longer. However, what I said to you guys from the beginning is that Dominic Breazeale does not have the skill or the ability to do an effective game plan, whatever game plan he tried to do. He was very ponderous in his game plan in regards to moving forward. His jabs was very weak. His punches was very weak. There wasn't no force in his punches. Even when he counterpunched Deontay, even when he was in the corner and he was hurt and he threw a couple of shots that hit Wilder, there wasn't hard punches. It was punches that stunned Wilder. It wasn't like, whoa, this guy's got power, I best not be aware of him. So it wasn't those kind of punches. So I think that people shouldn't be too disappointed with Dominic Breazeale's performance, because Dominic Breazeale is not an elite world-class heavyweight. People have to remember this. Like, he fought Anthony Joshua and, he hasn't improved since then. And I'm not going to give him any props for Anthony Joshua beating him, because I didn't rate him then. And I'm not going to give props for Wilder for doing what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do, and that was great. And it was a great knockout, and it's a highlight reel knockout. There's not really much to learn from this fight because it happened so quickly. The same thing what happened with Stiverne. He knocked him out in one round. There's nothing too much to learn from this fight. There was nothing he did differently than in the Stiverne fight. He jabbed him 1-2s, he got caught, and he got knocked out. The differences between Stiverne and Dominic Breazeale is that he lasted a little bit longer. He went to the ropes and he replied back. But other than that, it was the same. He went down the same way. So it's very hard to judge how much improvements Deontay Wilder has made since the Tyson Fury fight. Because, like I said, the fight only lasted a minute and a half. Where does Dominic Breazeale go from here? I don't care. I don't want to see that guy again. I don't want to see Dominic Breazeale again. He's a nice guy, bless him. But he's not elite level. And I think he should go and just go back to the NFL, try to go to the XFL, try to go back to American football, I don't know, do something like that. In regards to Deontay Wilder, we all know what we want. You know what I want. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Make it happen. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Well done, Deontay Wilder, for the win. You did what you had to do. And now it's Anthony Joshua in the next few weeks. EdgeNote 50 TV, like, subscribe. Anything else you want me to talk about, let me know, and I'm going to talk about it.